Ugh, spacist. What is going on, guys? It is your fellow TDefton here, bringing you another video on Warframe. So, oh, I hit my mic. Fuck. Today I have something kind of special for you. I want to show you how you can actually get a minigun in Warframe, basically. As you can tell, I'm holding the Super Vandal in my Hydroid's beautiful hands, and that is what we're going to be utilizing to allow you guys to actually rain down hell upon all of your enemies. So, I'm going to show you my build really quick for my Super Vandal, and I'm also going to show you my build for Hydroid, which is kind of important in certain situations, and I'll show you why. So, first off, look at this fire rate. Look at this fire rate really quick. I just need you guys to look at that really quick. That is a 35 fire rate. That means I'm shooting off 35 bullets a second. 35 bullets a second. Like I can't even like describe how fast that is. Not to mention that when I reload and after I reload and aim, I get a 75 increase to that, like, or whatever the base is. I think that's what it works off of. But regardless of what it is, I get a 75% increase on my fire rate. This is very fast. I'm not going to lie. And when you hear this thing, you're going to like lose your shit because this thing sounds like a beast. If you have not tried this build before, I highly recommend it. So, what I have here is every single fire rate mod I can possibly find, or all of the fire rate mods that I own at least. So I have Vial Acceleration, which does decrease the damage by 15, but that's nothing compared to the 90% fire rate increase that this thing gives. I also have Speed Trigger, obviously, and I have Shred, and I think that's it for the regular fire rate mods. But then I have Spring Loaded Chamber, which on reload it gives me a 75 fire rate increase while aiming for 9 seconds after the reload. So those are all of the fire rate mods. The three that I mentioned, Vial Acceleration, Speed Trigger, and Shred, are the ones that give me that 35% fire rate. And then Spring Loaded Chamber obviously doesn't count into the fire rate tally over here. So next for damage, I have Serration, Split Chamber, and a Wildfire for that little bit of heat damage, but that is mostly for CC, and you will see why in a second. And actually I only have one Forma on this thing. If I had two Forma on this, I would be able to finish Wildfire, and my build would basically be complete. But I have Wildfire here instead of whatever the other mod is. I think it's heated something. Thermite rounds, that's what it's called. So I have this thing. I have Wildfire instead of Thermite rounds because of the magazine capacity increase. So that allows me to fire off for a longer period of time before I have to reload. And then I also have Ammo Drum on here. The reload speed is 3.0, which is pretty long, but it's honestly not too bad if you're using your Hydroid correctly. So let me show you my Hydroid build. And I know this is going to sound weird, but yes, I am using Hydroid. And basically the build that I have is a CC build. So I have Corroding Barrage. I have a Power Drift just for a little bit of power strength, and Intensify for the same reason. And then I have Constitution, Stretch, Overextended, Streamline, and Prime Continuity. Prime Continuity, and Constitution, there for that little bit of duration. And then Overextended and Stretch are for a little bit of range. Power Drift and Intensify for strength. Corroding Barrage is the thing that allows me to actually use this against like Grineer, like high level Grineer. And then Streamline is just for a little bit of efficiency. So obviously I'm not going to have a lot of energy here, but in certain cases this can be good because I could pick up like 1 or 2 energy orbs and my energy is fully restored. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to show you simple like enemies. I'm just going to show you some butchers if I can find them. I'm going to show you actually corrupted butchers, and we're going to spawn in 20 of them. And guess what level I'm going to put them on? You guessed it right, 135, because that's all I can get them up to right now. So we have a level 135 group of 20 enemies. if I can actually get this off, this would be wonderful. Alright, so we're gonna spawn this here. And bada bing, bada boom. You guys are done. Sorry. Just gonna knock you down a little bit. Sorry about that. Just gotta... Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of my love to you. Now, obviously, as you can tell, it takes time, but these are a level 130 enemies. And I'm mowing them down fairly easily if you take into account their levels. If I had a little bit more heat when they actually get up, they would have issues in terms of actually trying to get me. But as you can tell, I killed everyone without any damage being taken to me. Obviously, you know, if there were enemies that were actually shooting stuff, then it would have to be like inside of a corridor or whatever, and you know, it would still be easy to pull off as long as you're inside of a corridor, because you could just keep on recasting this on top of itself and you will not have any troubles. And obviously the enemies will drop health or energy orbs and everything, so you'll be fine. You will be a-okay. But next, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to spawn in a heavy gunner, and we're going to do the same thing with this heavy gunner. Obviously, only a couple of heavy gunners would spawn within, you know, one match or whatever, or within a specific area. So these guys, oh shit, okay. That's the problem with the heavy gunners. They take out a lot. But just take a look at this. Just take a look at this. Just take a look at this. Already half of his health is gone. And let me just increase my fire rate a little bit. And he's dead. No problems, no issues, easy as pie, and I barely took any health. Like, I barely lost any health, I should say. I mean, this is one strange combo, but it works fairly well. And I've tried it in high-level missions. Like, I was doing this inside of the Sortie today, and I was barely having any issues. Like, I wasn't having any troubles at all. So, I mean, this is a viable strategy. I'm not sure if you want to bring this into a raid or anything like that, but it is something that is definitely fun to use, and it works fairly well, especially when you go into late game. So it is something that you might want to consider, because when you're firing this thing off, it does give off that heat proc, which, you know, obviously will add a little bit of CC to this weapon. And then also when you reload and then you aim down your sight and fire, it increases your fire speed by a lot. A lot. So the only issue with this is that it does consume a lot of ammo. So that's the reason why I put on ammo drum and, you know, all of that, because I want to try and maximize the amount of bullets I could actually shoot out before, you know, I have to put it away and get another weapon or whatever. But I think that this weapon is best used in big crowds and, you know, just an area with a lot of enemies, because especially with that little bit of extra punch through with, I think Shred gives that, this thing can actually pierce through enemies and hit enemies behind. So this can actually be very helpful in, you know, those situations where you have big crowds, because it can hit multiple enemies at once, and it does that little bit of CC with the fire proc and everything like that. So this is a good strategy to use in late game, and, you know, basically whenever you want to have fun, really, and also still do a pretty incredible amount of damage for what this is. So I hope you guys found this build kind of interesting. If you did, please go ahead and let me know down in the comments if you would change anything, or if you have tried this build and changed stuff around. Also let me know in the comments down below, and I will obviously take a look. I'll respond to your comments and everything like that, and maybe it'll help somebody else out if you have a better build than I do. So go ahead and leave those comments. I read them all. I try and reply to them all. And other than that, that is basically it. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please go ahead and leave a like. If you are new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. I try and post Warframe content as much as possible. I also will be doing a new channel. I will be like making a new channel separate for other games, because I don't really want to like leak other games into this channel. So for those of you who actually do follow me, I will be creating a second channel probably within the next couple of days or so. So look out for that. And other than that, that is it. I hope you guys did enjoy. I'll catch you guys in the next video and or stream. Peace.